reaching hearts which pieces not to break. Carrying the echo of familiar beats. Smeeds hum low like a distant plea, tracing shadows where your warmth used to be. But even in the drift where endings cling, I feel the flutter of a fragile wing. Blast wings in the quiet, holding on, shining through the dusk, though the light is gone. Even in the dark where the fears begin, haze, tracing quiet cracks through forgotten days. Soft pads rising like a hidden bloom, breathing tiny colors in the quiet gloom. And in the drift where broken nights collide, a gentle spark keeps glowing they stay. Shimmer on cold glass, moments of a memory I wished would last. Synth swells drift in the trembling glow, holding every detail only hearts can know. And though the silence feels too wide, I still feel you standing at my side. Pixels on a silver window fall, tracing soft reminders of what we recall. Even when the night builds a darker wall, your warmth keeps breaking through it all. Pixels on a silver window stay, guiding me gently through the gray, till Yours is the one I still draw near. Paper lights still neon drips slowly down the window glass, echoing the nights we used to let pass. Faint hum lightly in a fragile line, tracing all the pieces I pretended were fine. But even in the stillness where shadows hide, there's a trembling